right now. We got the man, the myth, and somebody's writing a legend about him right now. Omar J. Dorsey's in the building. What's up, brother?
What's happening, bro? How you doing, Reec?
I'm feeling well, man. Listen, when we have this show, I know we have a limited amount of time because you got some press to do today. We got a lot of time, but when we get interviews like this, we got to give you your roses, your flowers, and your just due. So you ready for that?
I'm ready for it, brother.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and give this man the biggest intro ever. All right, here we go. Hailing from the east side, Decatur, where is greater. This man comes from a family of thespian greatness. As a youth, Omar has studied his craft under some of the greats, all while learning and starring on the stage in main roles himself, leading up to his big screen debut in Road Trip, one of my favorite. I was laughing my tail off, and that was only his second audition in real life. Since then, he starred in multiple Academy Award-winning films and films that you can binge and watch over and over and over, including Django, Blindside, and his ever-fluid style has allowed him to convincingly play the role of the perfect husband and a homicidal maniac. Right now, we got the guy with the $1 million smile in the building, Omar J. Dorsey. What's up, bro?
Man, where did you get that? I love that pressure because you know stuff about me I didn't even know.
Nah, stop. You knew it all. The legend.
That's dope. I love it. That was my second audition too. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, man, we gotta do a little digging around here.
Yeah, I like that.
No doubt, no doubt. This is one of those interviews, like I said earlier, that you're just gonna want to talk and talk and talk, but we have a limited amount of time, so I'm gonna try to stay focused as much as I can. But I'm
Gotcha.
not good at that. ADD makes it great for the job I do, but not great for trying to focus on one thing.
I got you.
Let's get to it. Halloween. These are the movies we all grew up on, was scared as hell to watch, and
Right.
we're in it. And you know, Black Lives Matter, but not always inside of scary movies.
Right.
You got a African American person, a black person playing a role of the police officer.
Right. The sheriff.
It's the sheriff, not just any police. The sheriff.
Yes.
Let me tell you, man. When you get for this role, what's going through your mind?
You know what? The director, I was talking to the director. We did a TV show together called Eastbound and Down. And I was just shooting, I shoot him a text or whatever, we just chop it up. He was like, hey, I got something for you, man. What are you doing in da-da-da-da? And I was like, I'm chilling, man. I think I'm off. He was like, yo, I want you to come do this movie with me. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Then to come to find out, it was the remake of Halloween. And I said, yeah, I'll definitely do that. So we started talking about the character. You know, I was like, I want to wear the cowboy hat. I want to do this. I want to do that. And he let me just do whatever I wanted to do. We made it fun, man.
Wow, man, you had to go all the way in. How good does it feel to be in a position in your career that you can actually make soft demands?
Yo, you know what? Like most directors sort of want that. Makes their job easier. You're like, yo, this is the character I'm thinking. I'm thinking this, that, and oh, perfect, yeah. And if you talk, you know, if you say it, you know, a specific way and you're steadfast about it, then you got some type of righteous indignation, then they were like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is what you see in the character. But just, you know, you make it do what it do then.
Absolutely. Right now, we're Omar J. Dorsey, man. He's talking about his role in Halloween. He got to wear the cowboy hat. Now I'm excited to see the daggone movie. I want to see pull his character off. You got that. How key was it that, because you right too, how key was it when working with directors, producers, and all these big films you're in, knowing that you had that writing mentality too?
It's a blessing, man. You know, and then especially if a director or a writer isn't just so hung up on what they're thinking, and sometimes they are, and you got to just ride with it. Like, okay, cool. You know, it's not a collaborative effort at this point. And you wrote an amazing piece. I read it, and this is the reason I want to do it. So I don't want to try to, you know, improve on the design. So I want to do exactly what you wrote. But many times, you know, especially because I come from an improv background, they are just like, okay, just let's see what you got. And if you're working with somebody, another actor who's there to serve and volley with you, then it makes it magic a lot of times.
Now you with some of the greats in this. Yeah, you're accustomed to this. I mean, you know, you jump out here in a great movie, and then you're working with one of the all-time greats right now, and she's been in this franchise from the inception.
Yes.
How is it going back and forth with somebody that you may have grown up watching on the big screen?
Of course, I grew up watching her. I grew up watching Trading Places. I grew up watching True Lies. Grew up watching Halloween. You know, to be able to work with the queen of scream, Jamie Lee Curtis, it's a pleasure. I'm a big horror movie genre fan, and she is at the top of the list. She's the one who always survives, you know, and she's the tough as nails character that I always looked up to. She was the first like femme fatale doing that type of stuff, you know, in these type of horror films. So to be able to work side by side with her, it's just been, it's been a blessing for real.
I know it has, man. Now, you get the cowboy boots on. Did you
Yeah.
tell him you want the big shotgun? Because usually when the sheriff has the big shotgun in the horror movies, they make it.
Yeah. I had the big shotgun. I had I had the 6-shooter on the hip. You know, I wanted to be. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to be. What's my man's name? Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam.
That's what I envisioned in my head was Yosemite Sam. Yeah, I wanted to be the. That's what I wanted to be. In my mind, I was like, this is the character that I want to bring to life, and they just let me ride with it.
That's dope, man. Right now, Omar J. Dorsey's kind of giving us some of his magic. How do you get prepared for a character like this? Because I've seen, bro, I've literally seen you be husband of the year and then shoot a child on the screen. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, they had to be shot during the same time. I'm like, how does this man switch gears like that?
No, I tell you this, I was doing Selma, playing a civil rights leader and shooting the kid at the same time. And then I was a slave catcher in Harriet, and I was playing the best husband in the world at the same time. But you know, man, that's the thing about it, I come from the theater, right? So I come from like summer stock where you're doing 3 different plays at the same time. So that's just what I'm used to doing, man. And it's fun to me. Yeah. You know, they're playing all these different characters. Hollywood is, of course, the one that's closest to me from Queen Sugar, closest to me because this is the most like me. Yeah. But it's also fun to play the bad guy. You know, it's fun. You want to be Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? You want to. These are the people you grew up watching. So that's how I look at it.
You just said something there because we grew up watching Nino Brown. We didn't have so much as the Hollywood.
We didn't.
When people look at you and go, man, you kind of inspire me to be a better man, a better husband. And now we have those roles depicted as people of color.
I love it. You know, what we always needed was we needed all the different ends of the spectrum, right? So we have the Nino, we need a Hollywood the same way, you know, and a lot of times it wasn't like that, especially when we weren't the ones writing our own stories. Now that we're telling our own narratives, then these are the stories that come out. You have an Ava DuVernay, you have an Anthony Sparks, you have an Issa Rae, you have a Cheo Coker, you have these people writing these stories. These are the people that we see day to day. We see the Ralph Angels and the Hollywoods and the, you know, Davis West. We see all of these people, you know, in our daily lives, so it doesn't come across as being foreign. And you know, that's just what Black life is. That's what all life is, you know.
It's both sides of the tracks per se.
So definitely, yeah.
Right, but not all of us can pull it off, and you can, bro. So that's just an ode to what you bring to the table. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Reec. I appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get back to this movie. I know you can't tell us whether you make it or not, but I got to poop. So I'm trying to get some insider information. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. Now, you know, everybody didn't think I was gonna make it out of the first one, you know. So I was like, I don't know how many brothers gonna make through 2 of them. You know, we're gonna see though. Right. But you know, you gotta wait and see, man. It's a gory, bloody movie. But man, when I tell you, like, it's like it's like I had a couple of friends watch it with me a few weeks ago, and they were like, this is the best horror movie I've seen.
That's saying something, especially with all the content coming out right now.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So it's really good. If that is your thing, you're gonna really love it.
That's what's up. What was the craziest thing that happened on set for you?
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not what happened on set. Like Jamie Lee gave everybody these rap gifts, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a big butcher knife, a huge butcher knife. Oh, really? And I forgot that it was in my bag when I was going to the airport.
Oh man,
I forgot it was in my carry-on.
Yeah.
So they were like, Mr. Dorsey, can we please talk to you? I was like, oh no, what do I have in my bag? I was like, I said, you can see it's from Jamie Lee Curtis. She signed it. Like, yeah, but you can't take it with you. Yeah. And I said, this is a gift from Jamie Lee Curtis, man. I can't. You're like, I'm sorry, you can't just bring it on a plane. And I get it, I understand.
Did you mail? Were you able to mail it or something?
I wasn't, because I was rushing. I was leaving. I was about to go do a play at the Apollo Theater. So I was like, I can't take time. And I was late for my flight because I have a tendency to be late for flights from time to time. So I was rushing and I just couldn't take it. I left it. I said, y'all got a really good souvenir. It's signed by Jamie Lee Curtis. So I hope y'all really. Yeah, and a story behind it. Yeah.
crazy. I'd have paid somebody to send that thing to me. Look, man, just send it to me. I'm gonna cash app you when it lands.
Exactly. I should have did that, man. I wasn't even thinking, man. I was in my right mind. It was early in the morning too.
You were trying to get to that plane.
I was trying to get to that show, man. I had a show to do. Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. And that's just a ode to your work ethic, man. That definitely is. And going from stage to the screen to cinema, like how was that for you with the transition?
You know, it takes about, I'll be honest with you, like when I'm doing a play, because I do so much television and film, it takes me about 3 or 4 days to like remember that I'm doing a play and I have to speak loudly and I have to, you know, be a little bit bigger because you do so much, you know, on television and film to try to keep it to a minimalist type thing. But after 3 or 4 days and I'm right back, I got my training wheels off.
Got you. It's a different muscle. Got to definitely.
It's a totally different muscle, yeah. But I think that's why you have to stay on top of it at all times. You got to stay. If you that's what you want to do, you got to go between two worlds like that.
Absolutely, man. Right now we're talking Omar J. Dorsey. We chopping it up a little bit, and I did get off subject on.
It's all good.
I definitely wanted to just give you your flowers and commend you on everything you're doing. I want everybody to go see this movie and see if you make it. See if you make it in this movie. We know your performance is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, my performance is cool, man. Michael Myers is a mess. I tell you that, man. He is wilding out in this one. Because you got to remember, what happens is this is the exact same night as the one that came out 2018. It's just later on in the night, and so and in that one they tried to burn him down. They burnt the house, tried to get him. But so he comes out. Yep. So he comes out of that house, and he had a lot of bad intentions in his mind.
Yeah, I definitely. If somebody tried to burn me down, I would too.
Exactly. Yep. All
right, man. You guys get ready to see this movie. The continuation of the nights. Halloween is gonna be crazy. My guy Omar J. Dorsey's in the building. I need everybody in Decatur to go see this movie too. Represent for one of your own, and then show your kids that this is what you can be. This is what our environment produces.
Exactly, bro.
Actors, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How does that feel though? Because we don't see a lot of that. We didn't see a lot of that growing up.
You know what's so crazy? Like, well, I try to go and talk to all the kids that I can when I'm back at the crib, when I'm back in Decatur.
Yeah.
And you know, I try to go to high schools and elementary schools because, you know, like you said, we didn't get a lot of that. Mm-hmm. You know, it might have been one dude when I was at Columbia Elementary School who was like, I'm an artist. I do this, that, and the other. I was like, oh, that sounds like a really cool thing. But you know, but I was lucky enough to have a mother, you know, who's a theater director. So I could see it every day. I come home from school and she has to go to direct a play, and I'm in the audience watching her. But we need to see all different types of facets, not just artists, or you just need to see a lot just of different things that we can be. So it's not just like we want to be a ball player or a rapper or even an actor. We could be a politician. We could be a radio host. We could be, you know, we can own our own mechanic shop. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to just be worker bees. You know, we can actually be doing something that we're very proud of, or be professors, be teachers, or whatever, man. This is a gambit of things that we can do. And our kids need to see that.
Absolutely, man. Let me hit the high bell for you one more time. That's a bar right there. All right, I got my fast 4 questions. I got to get you to answer these questions as fast as you can, or you can take your time. Well, it don't matter. We got a couple minutes. All right. Okay. All right. So question number 1. I know you're on the road a lot. What is your favorite gas station snack?
Snyder pretzel pieces, the honey mustard and onion joints. I think I took a mint after I eat them, but they fire.
And I'm glad you said take a mint. That is another lesson we could all carry with us. All right, man. Butcher knife or shotgun?
Shotgun, man.
There we go. I can hit him and keep him moving. All right, this question right here, you're gonna know why I'm asking you this. If you had to choose between a sports movie, Blind Side or Remember the Titans?
I'm gonna say The Blind Side, but man, listen, man, I really wish I would have got that role. But you know who got that role was Wood Harris. And you know what? Wood Harris was a way better actor than me, and now that's my brother, and we kick it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But yeah, I'll say, remember, I keep it loyal to my people, so it's The Blind Side.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. I could imagine you in that role, but Wood Harris did kill that role.
He killed that role. He was amazing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, last question. If you could go back in time to hit young Omar, right when he's about to do his second audition to go on a road trip, what would you tell him?
man, you get prepared for an amazing marathon. Be prepared for an amazing journey. And don't let anything get you down, because there'll be times where people might not hire you, but you're going to continue to build your craft. And on the other end of it, it's going to be so sweet.
That's what's up. I like that, man. Hit the hype bell for that. Omar J. Dorsey in the building. I appreciate you, bro, chopping it up with us. Y'all go see this movie when it drops. Halloween, the legend continues. I'm talking about you, not Halloween.
Oh, appreciate it, bro. All right, Reece.
No doubt.
All right, brother.